Hello, welcome to the next part. Many things happen this turn. So we got enchantment 6, so we'll be able to cast Eternal Pyre pretty soon. I believe this is Marignon actually claimed the Golden Throne, which is pretty scary. The Golden Throne is not... I mean, that's a very consequential tool that he has found, so good for him. Found, a decent number of blood slaves. I think this is me fighting the Frost Fiends. Yeah, so here I've got some sacred units, a sacred commander, a little dwarf against these guys. So notably, it is cold in this province, so they're actually getting a nice boost to their stats. I didn't really consider that. I did cast Legions of Steel, so they got some okay protection. What happened? Did he just die? Oh, shit. Oh, no. Yeah. Rest in peace. No surviving that. My Bless does not have cold resistance on it. So, I have nothing to resist their chill aura, nor their frost blast that they're hitting me with. Unfortunately. And, and I'm attacking them with a Frost Brand, which is going to do cold damage. They're basically immune to cold damage. So this guy's, like, principal weapon, this part doesn't even do anything. So he's just kind of got, like, a magic sword that's okay. Yeah, so, I got crushed there. At the very least, my Vanadrot, my extremely expensive Vanadrot, did not die. Not really sure what I was expecting. It was just kind of foolish. Did not really make the most sense out of all the moves I could have made to attack those guys. So I'm going to have to try again. There was a battle here in the Endless Plain. Here, Micklin has a number of Moon Warriors and also his big snake bird. Very scary, has a lot of gems. I don't know how much, I guess that's 10 and 10. A turkey, a lot of the flying units. Abyssia has nothing. But, just interesting to see what Micklin is moving to fight Abyssia, because Micklin at this point knows, like, there's one turn between me attacking him and now. So it's interesting that he's committing forces to Abyssia. Also finally got to see Agartha attacking Zabalba. It doesn't look like Agartha has much here, but these guys are trash. These guys are kind of garbage. This guy is not going to do much, but you may have noticed he's blessed because this is Agartha's pretender. This is Agartha's pretender god. He's sending him out to fight the king of elemental Nubinus. Now granted, he is immortal. So I believe 3 months is 1 turn? No. 2 turns? I guess the obvious answer is 3 turns, but... Yeah, it must be 3 turns, because it's 12 turns in a year. Anyway, pretty scary little guy here, 161 HP. That's a lot of hit points. And, there's this thing. It's not really going to be much of a battle, just sort of interesting that Agartha is sending his pretender forward to cast Raise Skeletons and then Mist Form. Skeletal Body, Air Shield. Yeah, this thing is, this is hard to kill. It's Pierce resistant, which is irritating. It's got resistance to the important stuff. It's even poison resistant massively. It's massively cold. It's resistant to everything. It's got a chill aura. Mist Form makes it hard to hit. It can see everything. Notably, though, what's a weakness of this Pretender God? Well, let's see. He has no encumbrance, and he has reinvigoration. So if he does, he basically can cast spells infinitely and attack infinitely. He's never going to tire. He's never going to fall asleep. Decay weapons is interesting, but his weapon is not magical. So if this pretender tried to fight something that was ethereal, it would have a hard time actually hitting the target. To say nothing of the fact that his attack skill sucks. Like, it's not good. And his defense skill is also poor. But, I mean, 20 protection's pretty alright. And 20 magic resistance is good. 30 morale is alright. And of course, 161 hit points is crazy. Ludicrous HP value. But even still, it's not like a... this is not a super combatant, you know? He has very little support here. He has one guy who didn't... I mean, he didn't really do anything to buff his pretender. I guess I could just chalk this up to there being no province defense here. There's, you know, sometimes the AI will cast really low power level stuff if it does not... Basically, the AI makes the decision, is my opponent bringing a expensive enough force for me to warrant casting big, dangerous spells, or can I get away with just casting garbage? So that might have been what happened in that case. But there was another battle in Abyssia, third time's the charm, maybe. Abyssia coming forth with a massive army of pigs and bears and hellspawn and skeletons and Amazonians and infantry. Even has some random heavy cavalry. He's got some blood mages. He's got this guy with 2 auto-summon imp contracts, so he's going to be spamming imps the whole battle. 3 more mages. Honestly, like, at this point in the game, this is nothing. This is like a tiny little token mage army. I mean, Mictlan, who's fended off like 4 or 5 attacks at this point, still has more mages than Abyssia is bringing here. Now, he has no gems, so he's not going to be able to cast Rain. I don't think he's going to be able to anyway. And he doesn't really have a front line. He just has some guys. He can't cast the bugs. Yeah, it's not looking good for Mictlan here. I mean, he's got a lot of flyers, but he could probably kill the mages in the back. We'll see. What the hell is this guy doing over here? Yeah, and as expected, a massive swarm of imps descended upon Mictlan and killed their stuff. I mean, Mictlan got, you know, a lot of kills, but also a lot of the stuff they were killing were just imps. That said, Abyssia's entire front line was basically extinguished, apart from 19 infantry, which is alright. But all this, like, random shit that he spent gems on is, it's all dead. Didn't lose any mages, at least. Mictlan, though, lost quite a lot. Like, this is a nasty defeat. 4 dead mages, 40 dead eagle warriors, and 12 moon warriors. Like, it's pretty bad. Look at all these random events that I got. Yeah, I mean, okay, all those things happened. I was attacked by monster boars over here. These things are just garbage, and this dryad. Oh, and another dryad. Yeah, unfortunately my PD here is not enough to stop this swarm of chaff. Sad. Discovered a scout. I discovered... Oh, is this the guy? Is this the guy who's been, like, raising unrest the whole game? Oh, perhaps not. So this is the throne that Marignon took. Also, notably, this is the turn that the Marignon player who had been... Or maybe it was last turn. Either this turn or the last turn. This is the turn that the Marignon player quit and was replaced with a new player. Didn't really have very much diplomacy with them other than to confirm our continuing diplomatic arrangement, because I am attacking Miklan, so I'm basically attacking every single province that I possibly can of Miklan's, which I believe is everywhere. Yeah, I mean, I'm not attacking down here, nor am I attacking over here, because, you know, what? Not really any reason to do that. Let Abyssia deal with it. And this big army is going here for the throne. I have these guys over here. So you can see, like, you know, Miklan has positioned troops to counter me. The fort that he has been building here in 264 is interestingly still not finished. I thought for sure it would have been done by this point. Or maybe he's not building a throne or a fort. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, just attacking every single one of his provinces. Not really expecting any difficulties, but we'll see. And also walking this army here over to this throne. And even bringing in a lot of support, because I wasn't necessarily super confident in winning a battle. And I also imagined, because he has flying units, he can fly over the ocean and attack my coastal positions. So I'm keeping a lot of elves in reserve to respond to such a threat. What am I doing? This guy's casting enlivened statues. I have my pretender forging a vine shield. Maybe not the greatest use of time. I have this lizard making a starshine skull cap, which is an astral boosting hat. So that way I can boost my astral even further. Looks like I'm doing nothing to deal with these satyrs. That's okay. You know, can't be helped. Continuing to blood hunt over here. Not really worrying about the Frost Fiends just yet, although I am losing 2 gems a turn because of that. I was planning on using the statues that I'm enlivening to go deal with those Frost Fiends. And I'm forging a Flame Helmet, which is the +1 fire item. Would have preferred to do that last turn, but I just didn't have a Fire 3 guy, you know, like Fire 4, I guess. The only person I had was my Pretender, who was making this staff. So, have to do it this way. And I just figured, you know, my Pretender can just do something else. I mean, a Vine Shield, I guess, is fine. Those are always useful. What would be I mean, there's definitely a better option, though, for something to produce here. Probably a Gate Cleaver. This would be a good option. Make one of those. I still don't have any. Yeah, I still don't have any, so it's a little tricky. I'm casting Seeking Arrow 2 times at 258 right here. There are turkeys in this army, and if we go down here, check this out. So Turkey has 8 hit points. So I'm kind of hoping that I can snipe the turkey mages that the guy has in this army and kill those mages before they ever actually see battle, because magical rituals happen in the turn order before battles actually occur. So I'm hoping I can kill them with these guys. And I have this guy forging a Flesh Eater just because, you know, why not? It's a good axe. It cuts stuff up. Strong. It's decent. Forging a Vine Shield with this man, and we're blood hunting over here. What's going on down here? Forging a Bottle of Water and Armor of Knights, because you really can't ever have too many bottles of water or armors of knights. You know, if I could, you know, I would spend all my water gems to convert them to bottles of living water. It's a very powerful item. Guaranteed, you know, 1 water elemental a turn. Oh yeah, I built some underwater troops down here, and I'm trying to attack this province again. There's no way this will possibly succeed. My force is just way smaller than what the enemy has, so I don't really know why I'm bothering. Anyway, it also occurred to me that I didn't mention what happened to the gems that I sent to Agartha last video. Basically, I forged a Vine Shield, a Frostbrand, and Armor of Knights, and I sent it to him, and I said, hey, pay me what they cost me in gems +2. So that's why he gave me those items. I sent them over last turn. I think that's why send messages was, it was like in brown because of that. For that reason. You know, just trying to maintain good relations with this player who is clearly dying to Zabalba. And you know what? Fine by me. Not going to complain about that. Veru sadly looks like he's moving his army away from Zabalba. So just trying to convince him, you know, you gotta come back. You gotta come back into the killing. You gotta kill the frog. That's the important target, right? I mean, of course, the real danger is Nabah. As always. It's absolutely Nabah, unquestionably. Or maybe Marignon. Now that Marignon's being piloted by someone else, who knows what this new Marignon player is going to do. I think what he said when he turned on was like, wow, I have a lot of gems, or something like that. Like that was said in a global chat. So that's kind of a scary statement in a vacuum. Well, we'll see. We'll see what Marignon does next turn. Unfortunately, I don't have in the immediate next turn 40. You know, we're skipping straight to turn 41, so we'll miss the battles that occurred. But you know, the result of the elfing, you know, it'll be clear in time what happened. So anyway, that's the end of this part.